What is going on, you guys? Steve with the video for you today. So today we're gonna do a hobby talk video, and the topic today is gonna be kind of a more of a serious one. It's more about YouTube itself and what it kind of means to us as content creators, fans of YouTube, everything else. But before we get into that, I want to give a quick shout out to the channel Hall of Fame Miner. So Hall of Fame Miner, he's been a good dude to me. Maybe the past, I'd say 8 months to a year, somewhere in there. He's caught pretty much all of my content, and I know I've given him a shout out in the past, but I just want to kind of reassure, his channel is worth checking out. It's worth a sub. Um, if you haven't done it already, please go sub him, go support him. And his collecting pattern is really, really similar to mine, where he taps quite a bit into the 1950s on up to modern day. Also, just like me, he's got kind of that nice little love for the 90s inserts. Really cool guy, really down to earth, New Yorker, loves his Yankees, and he was really generous and sent me a care package with a lot of cool Cubs cards. He said, don't show them on video if you don't want to, but I do want to make sure to give him a proper shout out and make sure you guys are aware of his channel. His link to his channel will be in my description. Now, let's get on to the hot topic of YouTube. So I know that Mike, Baseball Collector, he made a video response to what does YouTube mean to you? And this is not going to be a response video for his. I don't really interact with Mike BBC too much. I don't have nothing against his channel. We just don't really talk. So I just want somebody that if they do win it, I want them to somebody that he is familiar with and close and interacts with. I'd rather prefer somebody like that to win it. So I'm just going to opt out of calling this a video response, but it is an interesting and fun topic. And the big one that I watched, I was just gonna kind of avoid this topic, but John Mangini made a video response and said this whole situation, or whatever you want to call it, not situation, but idea. And I commented on his video. One thing that really stuck to my mind was he said, he thinks that him and me are real similar alike when it comes to not really our collecting habits, but just our passion and our attitude towards our collections and baseball cards. I think that's really cool and kind of an honor, honestly, for John Mangini to compare, me to him. And, I really appreciate that, John. You're a huge motivator to quite a bit of us on YouTube, and this might be a little bit longer video, guys. So I thank you again for that, John. So the big thing is, what does YouTube mean to me? So I'm going to talk a little bit about my YouTube past. I've actually been on YouTube for right around 10 years. I don't know the exact, because I did have a channel going maybe about a year plus ago. And this comes with the highs and lows of YouTube. You just have to learn how to manage it. Some people are very good at it. Some people are very bad. I fell into the category of very bad. I've been in it close to 9 to 10 years, somewhere around there. And the very first channel I remember watching was Tops 85401 when it came to baseball cards. Nate over there, and I know he watches some of my content. I don't know about all, but I do see him commenting on some of my content. So I appreciate that, Nate, and I appreciate everybody. I noticed my channel's it surpassed 300 plus subs. It's not about the sub count, it's not about the views, it's really about the interaction, knowing who's out there so I can go back and watch some other awesome content, and the friendships formed. I don't really have I know it sounds dumb, but I don't really have friends too many friends outside of this card community. And it's kind of cool to call you guys friends. And I've gotten to know some of you guys on a personal level. There's a community chat with about 12-ish plus, right around there, and it's fun. It's 95% baseball card talk, but we start talking a little bit about personal life, and We don't, we tap into politics. Everyone's really respectful, and that's maybe only 1% of it. But it's cool to know you can talk to these people and people that have common ground with you. Um, the people I do talk to, they don't collect baseball cards outside of, you know, it, they don't care about baseball cards. They have no interest in it. They think it's something 5-year-olds did, and it's I understand their thought process on that. But for us, it's something that we're all very passionate about and we love. And yeah, you develop friendships. I remember I've been on YouTube for almost 10 years, but I've been making content for almost 3. It won't show that in my history again. I wiped my channel clean. Um, One of my first supporters that I remember is David M. And I just remember, it's almost like you instantly connect with people. It's like, oh wow, people actually like my collection. They like talking about baseball. They like talking about baseball cards. They like talking about football, college football, NFL, basketball, NBA, NHL, hockey. It's just crazy. Even soccer. I see James Elite Hunters. I see you throw soccer cards out there once in a while, and John Mangini and James Elite Hunters again. Boxing cards. I mean, I don't own any boxing cards, but I think there's some pretty cool looking boxing cards. So yeah, it YouTube opens up this realm of people that you have similar interests with. And I try to interact and talk to people at my card shows or my LCS. It's just different. It seems like everybody's there for the money, the money, the money, the money. I don't care about the money. Is it nice that to know that something you have is worth value? Yeah, but I'm not in card collecting for money. I very, very, very rarely sell cards or um I don't really trade cards. I just, I mean, you guys see my player spotlight videos. I just kind of collect cards. So whether it's a Rocky or a Yankee or a Cub or a Marlin, I don't care. It's just, it feels like I'm owning a piece of history. And that's what it feels like when I'm on YouTube talking to other YouTubers and seeing their collection. It's just so cool. And so, that dynamic is just really neat to me. Um, and this is already 7 minutes. I hate making hobby talk videos long or any other videos, but yeah, it's again, I'm gonna end this here because again, I hate long videos. Every single one of you, I get usually probably about 100 views, and you guys know who you are. And eventually, I am gonna try to give a proper shout out to as many channels as I can. And some of you guys I know like to stay private, and I just have viewers that don't make content, and that's perfectly awesome. Don't really comment either. I appreciate you guys just as much as I do, the guys that comment and interact a lot. Couldn't be there without you guys either, because your guys' views and likes is awesome as well. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. Just fun stuff, guys, and please go check out Hall of Fame Miner. Really cool guy, really down to earth. I appreciate it, guys, and thanks again.